Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Barakatha YaHaWah. Barakatha YaHaWaShi. Barakatha YaHaWah. Barakatha YaHaWaShi. Barakatha YaHaWah. Barakatha YaHaWaShi. BaHaSham Qadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out there pushing his truth all over the earth. And to the few Akwith listening, Shalom. Right, quick lesson, you know. Yeah, man, we're seeing prophecy, man. 2020, the year of prophecy, man, you know. But us as watchmen, you know, we gotta warn Israel of the pending, of the incoming righteous indignation of YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, you know. But basically, this lesson here, you know, what's going on in Virginia, the state of Virginia, man, them gun rallies, man, you know, people in uproar, you know, over their rights to bear arms, you know. And you have, on one hand, you have, I believe it's the Democrats pushing for the seizing, taking of people's guns. And on the other hand, I believe it's the Republicans are displaying publicly their right to bear arms, man. But yeah, us in this truth, you know, let's grab a precept and then we'll read the article. Us in this truth, you know, watching and warning, you know. Ezekiel 3:17, right? Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man. This is the Most High YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, speaking to Ezekiel the prophet. I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, right? So the Most High YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi is letting Ezekiel know you are a watchman for the house of Israel, right? Therefore hear the word at my mouth, right? Ezekiel, hear the word at my mouth from YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, and give them warning from me, them being the house of Israel. And us in this truth right now, that's what we're doing. The words of YaHaWah, the words of YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, we're speaking, man, to the house of Israel to get the blood off our hands. So pursuant to verse 18 here, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, right? So when we don't tell the wicked nothing, right? When we don't tell the sleeping Jake nothing, right? To save his life, right? The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, right? He's going to perish, right? But his blood will I require at thine hand, right? Because we didn't warn. Verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way. So if we warn, and they continue to do whatever it is they're doing, right? He shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul, right? Right? So we warned, he continued on in wickedness. We delivered our soul, he died in wickedness, right? So us in this truth, we got to warn, man. Sleeping Jacob, man. We know someone's got to be the 2/3, right? Right? But we still have to warn, man. Most High YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, right? We still have to warn. Right? Anyways, let's get this article, and then we'll get the precepts associated with the article. Militia leaders warned Virginia gun rally could get violent. Yeah, so gun rights advocates and militia members attend a rally in Richmond, Virginia, January 20th, 2020, right? 2020, the year of prophecy, right? Elder Apostle Tahar, you know, put out the decree deeming 2020 the year of prophecy, right? And us in this truth, we got to be on fire. We got to be on fire pushing this word, man. You know what I mean? We got to be on fire pushing this truth, man, right? Highways and byways, doing our sit-downs, doing our videos, pushing the truth. A pro-gun rally expected to draw thousands around Virginia Capitol building on Monday has authorities bracing for violence, but it also marks shifting battle lines in the U.S. gun debate, right? So you got people lobbying for their gun rights and people lobbying to, you know, get the guns off the streets, man. Gun enthusiasts. Those backing tougher curbs see Democrats taking control of the Virginia legislature for the first time in a generation on campaign promises of tougher access to arms as offering a model for other traditionally gun-friendly states. Facing off against them are gun enthusiasts. Right? And when you scroll down, you know, you're seeing some pictures. They're lobbying, man. A large crowd gathers on a gun lobby day in front of the Virginia State Capitol building in Richmond, Virginia, right? January 20th, 2020. Right? Trump chimed in. Let's see what Trump said. DJ Trump. All right, look at these pictures here, man. Right? Their sword, man. Fighting for their sword, their blessing. Let's get that. Esau's blessing was the sword. Genesis 27. You know, fighting for their sword, man, their blessing. I think it was 38, 39, 40th, 38, 39. Genesis 27 verse 40. And this is Isaac blessing Esau. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Yeah. So Esau's blessing is a sword, man. His military, his might, his weapons, right? Right? And there was a time where Esau did serve his brother Jacob, right? During the time of King David. And then during the time of the Renaissance, broke that yoke off of his neck, right? And now it's Esau's kingdom, his dominion. Right? But yeah, man, fighting for their sword, man. That's what's going on, man. You know what I mean? People take part in a rally against the Virginia Democrats' plan to pass gun legislation at the Virginia State Capitol building. Yeah, man. Yeah, DJ Trump. President Donald Trump fanned the flames on Friday when he said the U.S. Constitution was being attacked in Virginia, where he was soundly defeated in 2016 by Hillary Clinton. Your Second Amendment is under very serious attack. Yeah. So, yeah, DJ Trump's fanning the flames, man. Right? But we see this in prophecy. We see this in the precepts, man. Isaiah 19 verse 2, right? Because that's spiritual Egypt. America the Great, Babylon the Great. Spiritual Egypt, man. Isaiah 19 verse 2. Verse 1, the burden of Egypt. So this is the burden of spiritual Egypt. Isaiah 19 verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, right? So it's one set of people within America, within modern day Egypt, within spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, right? Against each other. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, right? So we're seeing this, the sedition among men take place within spiritual Egypt, spiritual Babylon, America the Great. Second Esdras, let's get that precept, sedition among men. 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Khan. So we see them protesting, rallying, right? Not listening to their princes or their kings, meaning their governments, their authorities, their authoritative figures, their police, right? Right? They're not regarding none of that. They're protesting, man. Right? Right? Verse, so what we're seeing is Salakia, I was just reading that post, that text. One of my brothers in the truth, man. You know what I mean? Salakia. Yeah, one of my brothers in the truth, man. Dialoguing with me. But yeah, we're seeing that take place, man. You know what I mean? And YaHaWaShi says, man, a kingdom divided amongst itself cannot stand, man. Right? Let's get that. Matthew 12, verse 25. We'll close out with this one. Right? This is YaHaWaShi speaking. And YaHaWaShi knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Khan. So we're seeing these prophecies play out, man, unfold, man. You know what I mean? Right? A kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, destruction. Right? Right? And we're seeing this, man. 2020, the year of prophecy. I pray you're edified. Call Allah YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honors once again to the apostle and elders of great Muslim who taught me this truth in its entirety. Peace and salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth all over the earth. Kwam Yasharallah, Abad Babal.